Right there guys, welcome to another episode. This time down here in Monks Lakes in Kent. Fishing this little island channel bit actually, so it's really nice. I'll show you that a bit later on. But got a good amount of open water to myself here. It's been pouring down with rain entire of yesterday, so the lake's nice and aerated at the moment. Today's pretty much an optimum day for catching carp, I think, because the winds, it's warmed up quite significantly. The warm weather's starting to push in. It's around 10 degrees, which is absolutely brilliant, you know. Beats having all this coldness. But got one rod out in the slack water behind me on a simple little carp craze mesh bag with a chili hemp and a slayman rig, and the other one's simply on a combi rig, which is out there as well. Show you all these rigs once again later on. Gonna get a little spot preps later on as well, just a little bit of a feeding spot hopefully, see if they might come in. There's actually a 39 pounder in here, so it's definitely a fish to go for. I mean, there's a PB definitely in here for me, so I'm definitely on it. But I mean, it's good enough because you can get a few good bites in this place, so good winter water, which is really what I was after, to try and show you guys a few fish. So without further ado, I'm going to crack on now and get the rest of the stuff ready. Alright then guys, this is going to be my right hand rod. I'm going to be fishing it on a combi rig. As you can see, it's in here. So TD11 pop up on this. Got a size 8. I think it's the Fang X Twisters. It's the latest one, obviously, from Nash. As I said, yeah, TD11 pop up. Nice bright visual red. Little bit of putty there. Got the IQ from Corder on here, and got the what's it called now then? I forgot what it's called now. One that I always use anyway. Got it in there. There you go. The end trap soft by Corder. So that's just acting obviously as the supple part up to the hook. And yeah, really simple, but really effective rig in my opinion. Obviously, pop up just sits nicely above the hook. You can't even see the hook when you look over it from my bird's eye point. But yeah, gonna get this one out there now on a little carp craze bag filled with some chili hemp. But yeah, wicked stuff. Let's get this out there then. All right. Right, so the wind's actually blowing a gale out here at the moment, so I decided to do this one inside the brolly more or less, just sitting on the doorway. So this is what I'm using, a helicopter style rig. There's the rig itself, as I said earlier on, combi rig. There's a lead core band on this water, so what I've done, simply taken the lead core out of the lead core itself, just left obviously the braided core material. Got myself my adjustable helicopter here, so gonna leave it back there. It's not very silty out there or anything like that. It's a little bit less. Just really effective. Obviously, if fish does get snagged or anything like that, it could just simply shake the bead up and it'll just come off at the end. But yeah, that's the way it goes. On there, got a I don't know if you can see that at all, but a fine back lead, just to pin everything down once again, because there is no lead in the lead core, but it does try and sit nicely on the bottom. It sits all against all the contours down there. So yeah, I'm going to put this rod up there now as well, and hopefully get a bite on it. Alright. Okay, right, so it's just been raining quite hectically, so just retreated into the brolly. Luckily it's stopped now, but just I'll quickly show you what I'm going to do for my left hand rod. It's going to be on the baited spot. Got a nice little maggot rig as always here. This time I put a couple of blobs of putty on it just to pin it all down to the lake bed. Little mesh bag there, pellet, little carp craze mesh bag, using the boilie mesh for this one here, just a really nice little neat bag. Just nick it on like so. Gonna get that one out there next, and well, just trying to find a spot with a marker first actually. Once I've got the spot, cast this rod next to the spot, then put some bait over the top of it. I reckon that should go quite quickly, hopefully. Got my spud mix, got loads of rose boy particle obviously, pellet, So yeah, a few maggots as well. So really nice bait, really tempting for carp. I'm only going to put around 5 spods at, really, just really trying to make it low down. Maybe not even that, maybe just 3, just to try and get them on a bit of a feed. There is quite a high head of fish in here, so with any luck, might be able to get on sooner or later. Had a run already on the right hand rod on the combi rig, so that's definitely a positive aspect right now. The wind's still hacking down. It's due to hack down for now for these for the next 2-3 days, so brilliant stuff. Hopefully the wind's going to stay nice and warm, which hopefully might push the fish around a bit more. But yeah, gonna get this one out, marker out, and see what happens. Alright. Okay, right guys, once again back in the brolly. Got my rods out now. Finally got the rigs on the spots that I wanted to do. It's pretty much like a really clean bottom out here. There's quite a bit of gravel out there. Trying to find a bit of clay and a bit of a silty sort of bottom. There's not much silt out here either, so it was hard finding that spot, but I definitely found something out there which I'm happy with. Got a nice sort of soft plod down on the lead, so that should be nicely laying down there. I've already had a little bit of interest already. Had a few line bites. But one thing I thought I'd tell you about is a really good winter tip. What I've got here, got a simple one of my old pots of my pucker pops by BM Baits. What I've got in here, as you can see, I don't know if you can actually, might tilt the camera down for you guys quickly. A sec. Alright, hopefully you guys can, hang on, there you go, there you go. Alright, just simply really glugged up a load of pop-ups here. Keep it straight for you guys, there you go. Red squid and tangerine glug, a load of red squid and tangerine bottom baits. There you go, back up again. Right, so what happens is the glug inside here, which is the amino glug by BM Baits, actually preserves the boilies and the flavours, but they actually soak into the boilies at the same time, so they're perfect little winter hook baits. I'm going to put one of them out there later on and just cast it towards the island. Going to scatter a few more baits out there, but I've been watching the water, seen a few fish, so definite good confidence booster right there. And yeah, I've a great amount of interest so far on the baits, in going now and again, but I mean that could just be the smaller fish in here. I'm trying for one of the bigger lumps to pick it up and just tear off hopefully. But yeah, all rods have had a bit of interest, as I said. The swans around here are actually nightmares. I've had 4 of them now. There's 2 cygnets and 2 a mother and father. And they just keep pestering me, going underneath the lines, and it's havoc, so trying to avoid them at the moment. But yeah, all the rods are out now, so I'll update you guys as soon as I can. Alright. Okay, right, so here we go. First carping session. Not bad little mirror at all. Nice little linear. Single linear in fact, because it's got the linear against the top of it. Quite a little beauty really, only a few pounds, but definitely happy with this one here. Just screamed off on the right hand rod on the combi rig. So yeah, let's get him back. Right, so just that lovely little single linear carp. Really nice. Only a few pound. I'd say around 4 or 5 pounds, if that really. Just put up a nice little scrap at first. I thought, oh, what's on the end of this? But then got him in. Often the little ones fight harder than the bigger ones in here. But took out a couple of both my rods in fact as well. So I wasn't happy at all. But managed to get him in the net at least in the end. But he's back out there now, swimming nicely around. What I thought I'd show you is this is the rig once again. What I'm going to do is, instead of tying a hair stop like I normally would on this section here, the pop-up, what I do is cut a short section so I've got that much bait, that much floss. Hang on, there we go. I've got that much floss, that's around, I don't know, just under an inch or so of bait floss there. So then what I'll do, instead of actually tying the stop on, I'll just melt it down. Melt it down so it forms its own hair stop in itself, more or less. It's just a lot more neater, a lot more flatter, just really streamlines, fits into the boilie. There's no way that's going to come off in a million years anyway, so it's nice and secure as well, just what you're after. Yeah, so get this one back out there again. So that was on I had a little bag here of the autumn pellet by BM in a little carp graze mesh bag. The other one's on chili hemp, but I haven't really had any touches for that just yet, so probably going to recast that one soon. So let's get this one back out there, I reckon, and hopefully try and bag another fish. Alright. Right guys, so once I've got the middle rod in, I thought I'd just quickly show you what I'm doing on that. So simple sort of snowman approach. What I've done here, I just trimmed down a tangerine and butyric acid pop-up, and I've got a bottom bait there, red squid and tangerine bottom bait in the glug, the red squid tangerine glug, which I showed you earlier on. Simple bag of the autumn pellet by BM once again, a nice little carp craze mesh bag, once again the boilie variety. A couple of grains of putty along here, just to pin everything down nicely. Through to a 3-ounce lead, the little clip system as always, and a piece of hollowed out lead core. So that's the rig itself. Going to put it back out towards the island, try and get it nice and close. But yeah, I had a few more little bleeps a minute ago on that the right hand rod, so going to see how everything goes and get this one out there now. Alright. Okay, right guys, so I just thought I'd show you two of the rigs that I've got out there at the moment. So obviously here's the middle rod again. This will be what it's like out there. As I said, a whittled down tangerine and butyric acid pop up there, and simple bottom bait underneath it, the red squid and tangerine. Right guys, so just thought I'd show you what the rigs themselves look like underwater. So this is the middle rod once again, a simple tangerine and butyric acid pop up on top of that. Underneath there obviously the red squid and tangerine bottom bait. And obviously it's on a simple blowback rig, size 8 Fang X hook. As I said before, 2 little blobs of putty along here as well to keep it all pinned down. So just to show you guys, there it goes. Really slow sinking, nice and gentle. Obviously the putty's pulled it down, but it just settles down nice on the bottom. Swipe it a little bit for you guys. There you go. Really nice presentation there. Sits nice and proudly up, the pop up with the bottom bait there. Wicked stuff. Right, I'll show you the second rig now. Right, so as I said before, this is the combi rig. It's a pop-up rig. I think Gaz Ferrum developed it more or less. Simple little putty there. That's I forgot the name of the knot then actually. I think it's a Albright knot I think it's called. Underneath that little putty. It's really nice and neat. Only reason for the massive little putty is that I've got a red squid and tangerine cork ball here, and he's super buoyant. So just to show you guys what this has done. There you go. Bounces in fact. It just gently sits there, wafting on the bottom. This is similar, more or less, in my opinion, to the 360 rig, because it does have a certain amount of movement to allow the fish to suck in the hook at any angle, more or less. So it's a really effective rig. Or as you've seen, I already had a fish on it, so that's really happy. That was on the TD11 by BM. So it's a great rig, definitely worth a try, guys. So yeah, the rigs. Let's crack on then. All right. Right guys, so this is how I tie my pop-ups. First of all, I'll start obviously with a good length of bait floss, just enough so I'll be able to tie the pop-up on obviously. So then you go straight through the eye with one side. I like to make them nice and level after I've gone through. So take them together. Then all you have to do then, after you've got your bait onto your baiting needle, simply apply it over the bait floss via the 2 strands. Pull it down so you've got a little bit of leeway. That's how I like to normally leave it, so I just got a little bit more movement. The more movement the better. So then I cut it, and just about an inch or so of leftover material there. And it's just a simple case of just blobbing it all down. Just make sure it's all nice and together. You can try and make sure the strands are parallel as well. And yeah, just blob it all down. Keep going until it's all done. You just blow the flame out if it's just it keeps burning, but then yeah, just blob it down and you'll create quite a nice flat surface and the temporary bait stock, which as you can see isn't going to go anywhere. So give it a go, guys, and there you go. Alright. Okay, right guys, well it's now 2:30. Haven't updated you guys for quite a while. There's been nothing really happening, it's been quite slow, so I decided to put on a quick little special rig to see if I couldn't get something out. And there we go. Beautiful, beautiful little golden tench. Look at that, eh? Really, really nice orange colour. What an absolute gorgeous, gorgeous fish. Well happy with that one there. Couldn't really believe it, eh? Show you that rig in a minute, but yeah, let's come back now. Great stuff. Alright then guys, just to show you that little rig that had that really nice little golden tench on. Don't see many of those these days, but as a little rig anyway, thought it might be quite quick and biteful, and it was obviously. A couple of little 10mm tangerine and butric acid pop-ups there by BM Baits. Originally I had a bit of putty underneath that, but I lost it in the fight. But just tested it in the water actually, and it sits really nicely. Just sits perfectly just like that. So excellent little rig just to give it a go, just off the bottom, you know. But yeah, fantastic stuff. Going to get it back out there again right now, and fingers crossed it'll go off again. Okay, right guys, so once again the rod goes into action. Nice little tench here, wicked stuff. Around about a pound new weight this one, I'd say. Really, really nice bit of fat on him, so happy with this little one. Yeah, great stuff. So once again, taking on the tangerine and butric acid 10mm pop-ups with a little carp craze mesh bag filled with the autumn pellet by BM Baits. Great stuff. Let's get him back. All right. Okay, right guys. I don't know how well you can see me right now, but once again, that middle rod's not disappointed. As you can see, this little fella, lovely little chub. Really happy with this little one. Not very big at all, not my first chub either, but still one nonetheless. They managed to get in it through the river, but yeah. Oh, luckily he's in the mat, so yeah, really does dwarf down in this big mat. So there you go, though, wicked stuff. Great result, eh? Okay, right guys, well it's now 2 o'clock, and there we go. Beautiful little £7 common. Well chuffed with this one here. Yeah, just tore off on the right hand rod. That was done with a simple red squid and tangerine dumbbell boilie, tipped off with a TD11 cut in half pop up, and a little shot underneath it. I'll show you that rig later and in the morning probably, but he's quite lively at the moment. I reckon he got quite a shock when he hit the mat a little while ago, so yeah, gonna get him back I think. But wicked stuff, great result. Alright. Okay guys, so right, it's now 9:05 and just rechucked all the rods once again, and the middle rod, which I was getting all the little fish on, decided to scream off, and then I've got to say, they're getting bigger, they're gradually getting bigger, so he'll behave for me. I've had him in the net for a little while, so he's been able to, in order to catch his breath back, but come on, just quickly. He doesn't really want to behave for the camera, I don't think. There we go. Give it a go then. Right. Nice little £9, 11 ounces. Lovely little mirror. I think he's a Simo by the shape of him. It's got that sort of Simo similar looks to him, but yeah, still happy with him. Put up a really good little scrap as well. Quite surprised about the fishing. They put up quite a nice fight, which I'm quite happy with. So I'm going to take a quick photo now, little self take. So yeah, crack on with it then. All right. Okay, right guys, so if you're just wondering what I caught that carp on during the night, which was a £7 common carp, well what I was doing is, since I changed over from using the combi rig because I felt hooked to fish, I wasn't too happy with that. So what I decided to do was change over to a larger bait, as you can see right there. It's an 18mm red squid and tangerine bottom bait, tipped off with a TD11 pop-up, just cut around 3/4 in size. Flattened off the top as well. This is what I normally do at that. That's the presentation there. So you've got a flat surface touching another flat surface, so it just connects together really nicely. That goes on like so. It goes onto my normal blowback rig. So sort of a snowman effect, you could say. And what I've done along here, obviously once again, blobs of putty, but underneath there what I've done is, since I've stripped out the lead core, I wrapped around a couple of turns of lead core, moulded the putty around it so it's got something to grip to. And they're really solid, they don't go anywhere, you know. That's definitely what you're after with putty. It's a good little tip and it really does pin everything down. As you can see right there, the points where it just sits perfectly. Yeah, and onto that I've got the new Carp Craze trio mesh here, just creating nice little bags. Some of the autumn pellet in there, and the remnants that you get from the boilie, so the quarter piece that you get, just crush it up, powder it up, you know, sprinkle it in there. And it normally does just settle down, or it just floats up into the water levels and just comes back down again because you crush it up so finely. So yeah, and a couple more little boilies in there which are just crushed as well. I'll check out the trio mesh guys as well. Pack of stuff, really is. Definitely get your money's worth out of this stuff. And it's really quick breakdown time. Showed you guys this last night at the Heath. So yeah, have a little look. All right. Okay, right guys, so this is another little one taken on the middle rod. I reckon it's one of the young ones which might have bred on in here or just been stocked in a small little common. There you go, little bubby. I didn't even get a bleep from the rod, to be honest with you. I just pulled in on it and just found this little feather on the end. But yeah, really nice little mint fish. It'll be you right there. Great stuff. Alright, let's get the rod back out there again, hopefully. Might catch one of his parents. Alright. Okay, right guys, so once again, this time the left hand rod didn't even get a bleep. I was actually going to put it onto a zig because the sun's come out, it's quite high up, so, well, there you go. Another one. Beautiful, fully scaled linear. So, well, I'm truly happy with this one here. What a little corker. Absolutely beautiful. Can definitely see this as a 20 or a 30. But, yeah, great stuff. Let's get him back and get the rod back out. Alright. Right guys, well I haven't updated you in quite a while now, but once again, middle rods decided to go off. Another lovely little common. Say around the £2.5 mark, maybe knocking off a £3. But yeah, absolutely mint condition, all these fish are. Well chuffed with him. Absolutely gorgeous. Got a little bit of mouth damage, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly treat it. Got my little kit here. So, quick give him a bit of this and then I'll get him back again. But once again taking the tangerine and butyric acid 10mm pop-ups. I've had quite a few bites so far, but they keep like aborted takes more or less. Right guys, so it's been a little while since my last update, so once again meteor decides to burst into life, this time with a very lively but absolutely minute mirror. Fully scaled mirror. What an absolute beauty. Yep, what an absolute stunner. Definitely fully scaled there. This one's definitely going to be one of the future fish of this place, I reckon. One day anyway. Keeps getting enough bait, but that's taken on a 14mm tangerine and butyric acid pop-up. Changed the size slightly because I thought I might try and get a bigger fish, but looks like it hasn't worked. Nonetheless, still catching though. But yeah, very happy with this one here. Great stuff. Let's get him back now. Alright. Okay, right guys, well haven't updated you for a little while because everything's gone a bit quiet, but earlier when I changed over the 10mm baits to a 40mm, and well, as I said, when I had that mirror, fully scaled mirror, I'm hoping they'll get a bit bigger, which they actually have. Oops, come on. As you can tell, it's still quite little, but if he just behaves for a second. Just covering his eyes though, just so it keeps him a bit calmer. Alright, so just over £7, lovely little common. So still full of life. I've left him in the net a little while again, so that's why he's flipping a little bit. At the same time I had a bream as well, so that was on the left hand rod. It actually took an 80mm boilie, only a small bream, but there you go. Let's quickly one more time just to lift them up for you guys. There you go then. Great stuff. Let's flip him back. Hopefully, as I said earlier on, we'll try and catch one of the bigger residents in this lake. Alright. Right guys, well it's now 7:30, and this time the right hand rod on the red squid and tangerine 18mm trimmed down. This time I put a tangerine and butyric acid pop up on top of that, just trimmed down once again as well. And I hope you can see this fella here once again. And he's going to be calm once again. Another linear. He's very lively still. Weighed in just at £10. Just tipped the scales, so they're definitely getting bigger. Hopefully there'll be another one left to get. But yeah, great result. Well happy with that one there again. Let's get him back then. Alright. Alright guys, so another one captured again. This time a little chub. Just under £1 once again, like the other one like I had the other night. But yeah, right hand rod again. Let's get that rod back out there and get him back. Alright. Right guys, so once again it's now morning. Pretty much no action during the night, but literally just recast the rods around, I don't know, 15 minutes ago, and middle rod once again on the 10mm pop-ups by BM. Rips off again, and look at this one here. Absolutely gorgeous. What a wicked result there. It's £9.5. I'd say it's a ghosty common. It's got a bit of koi in it really due to the black markings, but yeah, I'd definitely give it a ghosty appearance. Yeah, absolutely tore off. Little bag of the autumn pellet. So yeah, wicked result there. Can't actually believe this one here. It's probably one of my first ever proper ghosties. So yeah, I'm gonna get a few photos definitely now, and we'll get him back again. Alright. Okay, right guys, let's come to the end of the session now. It's a good session all in all, definitely worth coming down. Must say, this time of year is hard, so if you want to get a few fish, definitely come down to water like this. You'll bag a few, you'll get a bit more confidence build up, and yeah, just try different things and you should be able to get them. But yeah, not too bad at all. Was hoping for a bigger one, but what can you do? Rods are still out anyway, so leave them out there for a few more minutes, but cheers for watching, guys. If you haven't already, can you please subscribe, comment, like and share, just the usual. But yeah, cheers for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon, and Merry Christmas. Alright.